Good morning. It is Thursday. I think it's the 19th. And something I wanted to talk about yesterday, I was in a different vehicle, so I didn't have a clip to do this. And I'll get into that in a minute. But one of the things that I've done with lifters, both for conditioning and in the pursuit of strength, is certain things like assistance movements or even some main movements where I'll keep the weight static, meaning the weight stays the same week to week. And a lot of lifters will question that, and it is tough. It is tough for them to understand how that can be beneficial. I'll use Brittany trains in the mornings. Has a little bit of a form issue with deadlift. She lets the shoulders pronate and really activates the middle back, where while it's very improved from where she started, you kind of get that cat hump in the deadlift. And not only is that not necessarily great form, it's also robbing her of a lot of power, which she's strong enough and currently capable of generating. But as we continue to work on form and it's correcting and it's getting better, one of the things that I've done is make her do a Romanian deadlift, an RDL, and we really focus on keeping the shoulders square and keeping the back tight. So I make her, when she loads, we go at a moderate pace and really pull, but she has to keep the shoulders square. Well, we started at 70 kilos. The entire training cycle, since she came back from surgery, once she was able to do the RDLs, I have not changed the weight a pound or a kilo or anything. And what we're finding is that she's becoming more adept, not only with the form, but what I'm looking for with the hip drive and at lockout. So it's been very beneficial. She doesn't have to worry about each week going up. We become more efficient with the pull. We continue working that form and she'll get stronger. I'll use myself as an example, doing the close grip decline. 2 or 3 different times at the height of my strength, I would reach these kind of milestone numbers. One time it was 500 pounds for 6. I hit it one week, and the next couple of weeks I kind of struggled. I'd get 5 reps, which is acceptable, but once you can only get 4, it means the weight is too heavy. So I pulled back, and I started back at 455, and I quickly ramped my way back up. And pretty soon I hit 500 comfortably. Now, where the static part comes in, I kept moving up to about 545 pounds. Now, traditionally, I have lifters do 2 working sets of 6, then we drop 20 pounds typically, depending on the lifter, and we'll do a drop set of 8 reps. At that particular time, the poundages that I was using was heavy enough that who I developed the system with, for my needs, it was his system, Bob Schaefer. We added a 3rd set of 6. So when it got to the point that I couldn't hit 545 consistently, I dropped to 500 pounds, and for 8 weeks, I did no more weight than that, 500 pounds. After about 4 weeks, I quit doing the drop set, and then it got to the point where I was doing 3 sets of 8 with 500 pounds. When I came back after 8 weeks of no variance in weight, I obliterated 545 and went on. My best ever was I did 585 for 6, and then I did 605 because I do a 6338 day periodically, again depending on the lifter, and I did 605 for a triple. So this is a close grip decline. For me, close grip, I use my pinky on the ring, and it's pretty steep. So you can see I was able to get stronger. I was never progressive in a linear fashion with the weight for 8 weeks. One more. When I injured my shoulder, this has been quite some time ago. One of the things that I did is I brought my grip in. It took a little bit of pressure off of the shoulder, and I would do 4 sets of 8 touch and go with 225, 4 sets of 8 with 135 in the incline press, just a medium incline. I did that for 8 weeks as part of my shoulder rehab. And again, at the end of that 8 weeks, the shoulder was in much better condition. And when I went back out to my competition grip, I was able to progress rather quickly. And I didn't lose a lot of pressing power. So it's one of those things that it has helped me get through a sticking point, when I kind of plateaued. It's helping a lifter with form, getting stronger while keeping the weight static. And then as a rehab tool as well, keeping that weight static. It's not always the answer, but it's sometimes something to think about. If there's a particular movement, assistance movement, or you're at a plateau, pull the weight back and keep that weight static. Really work on becoming more efficient, improving your form under that workload. If your PR is 500 for 6 and you pull back for 475 and you create impeccable form, chances are good you're going to be a lot stronger when it comes time to test that PR again and go for 500, 505. So just some food for thought, just something to think about and something to talk about. All right, guys, have a good day.